Joined by Hofstra coach Shannon Smith following a loss to Ohio State today. Coach, your overall thoughts on today's game?
Slow start again. Slow starts are killing us. I think we were losing 9-0 at one point. It was 9-0. How can you come back to a 9-0 lead? We were struggling on the draw controls. Granted to Wood on Ohio State, she did a phenomenal job on the draw controls. They were very well coached. Their offense moves very effectively, but defensively, we need to figure it out. We're not playing good lacrosse right now. We're not playing fundamentally sound, so we need to get better defensively, and we got to get better quick because our CA games are going to be here soon, and it's going to be really important. And I think every time we get into a hole, it's very hard for the attack to dig ourselves out. I thought that they played hard at the attack. We put some balls away when we needed to. I thought Lindsay Alfano, Carly Kona, and Amanda Seacamp had phenomenal games, and Amanda Seacamp stepped up for us on the draw control to swing the momentum a little bit there in the second half. But we have to get better. We cannot go down 9-0, and it's the same thing that happened to us against Rutgers. We went down, and it's too big of a hole to pull ourselves out of.
You mentioned the draw controls. Was it technique or height of the Ohio State Wood who just kind of made it so hard for Hofstra?
To be honest, I got to go back and talk to the draw kids a little bit more, but I think she was really good. She had very quick hands. She had quicker hands than some of our players. That's why we put Amanda Seacamp. She's one of our stronger players, and just to pull the ball really hard against her, and she started to struggle a little bit. We started to come up with some balls, but granted to Wood, she had a great job on Ohio State, and she did a great job, and it was a struggle for us today.
Yeah, you mentioned Amanda Seacamp. She was very strong there in the draw circle there in the second half to kind of stem the tide there a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, she stepped up. I looked at the sidelines. I said, who can pull the ball for me right now and win it? And she goes, I can. I put her in, and she did a great job, but she's never taken the draw control here for us. So I was really proud of her, and that was a great way to step up for this team.
Can you talk about the team's effort in the second half? Really never say die type attitude, obviously in a game that maybe the outcome was not in doubt, but the kids really played strong.
Yeah, they're really resilient. They're not kids that are going to back down at all. I thought that they played really strong. Carly and Kona started to play really well for us in the second half, and I'm just proud of the team because that takes a lot of heart, and to be down like that and to not give up, I'm proud of our kids.
Goalkeeping wise, what do you think went wrong with Green?
Alexis shot a lot of shots in a short period of time. Some of them, it was just the attacker and the goalie. I mean, listen, I can't assume Alexis is going to save every shot when it's just her and the attacker. The attacker should be scoring those. So I thought defensively we didn't do a great job protecting our goalie. We took Alexis out to see if maybe we can get Maddie Fields in there to make some stops. She was struggling, and then we put Sarah in there. So right now we got to find a goalkeeper that can step up for us. Especially when defense is not doing their jobs and forcing those low angle shots. So, it goes back to defense. They have to do a better job for us.
Going forward, next matchup against Columbia, what's the game plan?
We got focused on Hofstra. I mean, Columbia is our next game, but we're going to have to get back to the fundamentals and basics this week because we have a lot to work on for Hofstra before we can start worrying about Columbia.
You do have a nice stretch here, though, with only one game leading into conference play. Is this obviously the most important part of the season coming up? So how good is this 2-week stretch going to be with only one game over that time?
It's going to be huge, especially this week. The players can just focus on lacrosse because they're on spring break this week, so they don't have to worry about this with academics as well. So I think that will be really good for them. So we can just get back down to the basics, watch a lot of film with them, get them to learn from their mistakes. But this 2 weeks is going to be nice. Hopefully we can, get ourselves back from injuries. We can get ourselves playing fundamentally sound lacrosse and get ready for conference play.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.